everyone, I'm back. This is Del the Day Trader. Let's talk about. Let me pop myself up. Yeah, there you go. Good. So let's talk about what happened today in the market. So today it was a good day. We are approaching to the end of would be one of the worst trading months of the year. Normally during this month and also the incoming month of September. Upcoming month, there are gonna be lots of chop going around. And technically it comes to hedge funds selling out of their positions and selling their losing positions for tax purposes. There are always big fishes movement in the market, but when majority of them they started to do the same action over and over, you will have a big movement. Today we closed red all around the spectrum of the financial markets. S&P 500 0.58, Nasdaq 0.64, and Dow Jones Industrials 0.54%. All of these indexes, they close red, as you can see in this one. Let me pop it up here. If you look at here, you can see that oh, what happened here? Oh, there you go. So let me increase the size of this thing up to here. So you can see that we are closing. This is the heat map of the market. So what happened? CRM was on our 2-2 bullish list. Pay attention to it. The rest, Microsoft also the same as Apple, Square, and Amazon. They were on the watch list, but it was on the primary from last night. Then I removed them. So this is what happened. Markets, we closed markets all with. I don't know why it says Nasdaq plus 76%. Okay, well, other indicator says something else, but whatever. Maybe it's aftermarket. Anyway. So yeah, so let me just hide them. It's disturbing. Anyway, so we get to the point that what happened today? Last night, first it was not such a hot day today. Best gainer of the market, GSMG, $2.34 the close price. It had 114 million, just 114 million of the shares traded, although GSMG, let me take a look at the GSMG, although you should bring into the account all of the crazy pre-market action. Yeah, what's that? Yeah, 114. Apparently it has got hot during the day because it's the same price, the same volume as aftermarket during the day, and also pre-market the same, so it's all coming during the day. So what I did today was after the watch list, after creating the watch list last night, which we do every day, I need to tell you, you need to stop panicking about S&P and Nasdaq or any other index that you're looking at, because if and when you pick up right stocks to trade, disregarding what happens in the market and the indexes, at least at the open, you will have enough to take from market, and you're gonna enjoy that. And then later on, you may want to pay attention to what indexes are doing. But for me, at the open, I'm not so keen into looking at them. It just brings more unnecessary data on the table to be processed. So what I did, I put TAL. You can see at the bottom of the screen down here, you can see AMC, TAL, Ride, and Macy's M. They were on the watch list today. So what I did basically, it's not like every day, but sometimes I do this. So based on the run that it had, and the big gap that it had in the morning, it opened up here, comparing to the $1, around $1.10 higher than what it closed yesterday. So I started to add small size positions here. I was about to get out if it dropped lower than 36, but I was adding slow by slow. But then after market, let's push in a little bit. So this is the first candle of the day, all right? The resettlement candle, the settlement, not resettlement, settlement candle. So after we closed green this candle and the volume was not that high, not a good sign. The next candle started to drop back, and then I added to my position. I added here heavy, and you can see that the position size is massive. It's around 8,000 shares at the time that I closed our position. Look at that, 6,200. Yeah, okay, 6,200 here. I just didn't go that big in, and then later, after this candle form, this is a 212 to the upside, classic 212, bullish 212 continuation. All of the signs are in place. We have high volume. Then we have stair step up volume. I was expecting this stair step up volume to happen, but not to have a drop in volume. So then we have both the mother bar and the inside bar. They were green. So I mean, in my case, blue. They were all bullish. So I assume that they're gonna be a strong bullish move. So as you can see, that market ripped to the upside, but I got out when it pulled back down. I didn't want to have a nasty close just at the open because market just pulled back down, and the distance from here to here just it's somehow around $1,000 something, 1,000 maybe 800. Then here I got in again with a big size position like 8,300 here, just added. Then after forming this doji, the moment that this doji formed and this candle instead of ripping went green to red, I just closed my position. So there was another opportunity. There was we had this breakout. So after market went back and ripped back on top of the pre-market high, the blue line. Here I was expecting a little bit of resistance. I added a big position, then I added big time, but I didn't. I got all out here. The reason that I got out, just got all out of my position because I didn't like the way that it was pushing to break, and the most important factor for me was there was a balance between the amount of shares being sold or being bought, and then you could see there is no speed in time and sales of level 2. There was no acceleration in number of transactions. So for me it was just like, yeah, this stock is coiling and it's not moving forward, and it's not doing anything special at this point. But anyhow, so what I did instead, I got out, secured my position, and then I waited to see what happened. I was just about to get in here when this candle went red to green. But then one thing that I didn't like, that this shadow, as big as it is, it didn't have potential for me. I didn't see the potential for long. Anyhow, I didn't get in. There was another long. I got in again, 212 bullish continuation. This was a big size, I think, too. No, this was a standard size. I got in with the stop down here. The only issue that here again happened was I didn't like the way that it broke out of the HOD 712. Now this 712, that is the point that I drew the 712 line, and because this was the former high of the day, that it got touched twice. So I was expecting that this line, if this line is going to break for the third time, not the first time, not the second time, for the third time, is about to break, at least it should have higher volume, or it should have more potential. It should be, the breakout should be clean. It wasn't, so I got out. Obviously you can see that there was a little bit of play. The price got stuck in the HOD range, which is a dangerous point to be at, and then it ripped without me, which I was out anyway. Then we get to Macy's. Macy's I was long bias for Brent. Brent mentioned that it looks more short, but and especially that we have a 3 up here. But the thing is, this 3 is blue. And for me, in my book, I will continue in the direction of the 3. So here, instead of me just considering short, I consider long. But so I started to build my position up here. It was not a big size, but I got out here with a paper cut. Then I got in big size, big position size. Then I bought then I got out all here. Then I went long after the rejection. This was a very quick short, and then I got out here around break even. It was maybe I just put the commission in, then maybe $5 more. Then I started to add down here, added, and then I got out all here. But this red line was my magnitude, which you can see eventually later the day we got to the magnitude. So the actual breakout happened up here, but I was not trading at the time. It's happening around 10:45. I'm done at mostly 10, so it was 45 after I was done trading. But this one was not an interesting point to be at the moment of the day. TAL was on the shorts list. You could see that I tweeted about it, but one thing that happened with TAL that I hated the way that it broke. Like there was a gap up. Even the last candle of the pre-market, it was short and it gapped up, dropped, then it pulled back up. At this point, I just got a cold feet about it. I didn't want to touch it at all. It was a good move not to do it. Look at the fake out candle, and then it ripped back up. One thing that people that I have taught others and also I trade is that on the touch of Hulk, on the bounce off of Hulk, I always short. Look at how beautiful this short would be. So we have a 2-1. What's this? Oh, okay. So we have a 2-1-1. Then yesterday we got bounce off of yesterday's close and closed below pre-market high. And then we didn't even have one candle to close above. So it was a bounce off, but again, I didn't have buying power. At this moment, I was trading AMC heavily. I will get to that one in a second. This was a beautiful short. It's not there, and then ATR doesn't move that much. It's 70 cents. The formation is beautiful. The formation is good, but the ATR is awful. Despite not having buying power at the time, because all the buying power was in AMC, I didn't like the ATR of this stock, 70 cents, and obviously it was not attractive to me. So we get to the last one, AMC. So AMC, what happened at AMC? AMC I had short buy, as you could see, it is on short. But the idea was that it will move to the upside because we are still in the, if you pay attention, we are still stuck in this long bullish candle. And then I was expecting, so still they're going to be bull power at least to yesterday's close. If you rewind and go back and watch today's morning on AMC, I was talking to Brent. You will see that I'm telling him I would like that this thing goes and touches or reaches to 44 or gets a bounce off of 1 minute chart off of the yesterday's close. Based on that idea, I went long on this stock, but you could see that it didn't result well. I got a huge loss on this stock that for the rest of the day I had to wait. Somehow find a way to get the money back. So the moment that I shorted the stock, closed the long, I shorted again and I got out in 2 phases. So then the magic started to happen here. Let's switch to 5 minutes. So Brent also was shorting it with me here. So here you can see that the price penetrates to the yesterday's close, but on 5 minutes, and then even without being closed, one candle above just bounces back. Here you can see that we pushed, but we got bounced back in. I started to short the heck out of AMC. I got in and I got out 4 times, and I got tired of just the way that it was moving. I paid a whole bunch of commission though. Like it was, I paid today. I paid. I don't want to say the number, but I paid a huge amount of commission on my trades. So, but if you look at here, you will have one trade, two bearish reversal, and the market drops down. There is one point that you might get out, but you could get in again, which I did. I shorted it again, and then shorted it. Here you get another one, but you get 2-2 rev instantly. This instead of it becomes a fake out, almost the same volume. It's a 2-1-2, but then it becomes 1-2-2. So the point that it goes short, you could short it again. I didn't brand it, and it would go down. And this was the point. So since the point that I shorted was $44, there was a room to go to 41.60. And with the amount of shares that I was shorting, the last trade that I had was 2,800 shares. So, and that last trade was beautiful, and I liked the last trade. But you could see that it still dropped. I was done trading. You can see this trade. I'm closing this trade as 10:08, which is almost half of the time that I normally trade. But then I was still talking to Brent, and we were having conversation. I considered this short, and so I shorted here. Took some off, added huge, and then I covered all of them down here after market, instead of breaking, pulled back to the pre-market low, but it broke it again. I was with Ale, teaching Ale, so I didn't short it again. I could short that thing again based on the idea that it was just a pullback. It is a reverse, not a reverse, it's a break of LOD, HOD strategy. It's just classic. This is how it works. Market rips, pulls back, forms a soft base or soft top, and then it starts to fall. So this is basically how I did it and how it went forward. And that's about it. In a second, I'm going to just pause for a second. I'm going to get back to recap cryptos. just like that, I was on mute and you didn't hear anything about what cryptos. Anyway, Bitcoin tomorrow, I'm seeing a short to the downside. For cryptos, for crypto and cryptocurrencies, I just talk about Bitcoin and Dogecoin. Maybe I just add Ethereum later. For Bitcoin, I see it's a downside. I just said it. You can see that the line down here, the day that we talked, it was the day after this candle down here, and so that's gonna be a long run. It moved 12% to the 44,000. Even it didn't reach 45,000, which not reaching 45,000 is a big milestone for Bitcoin. And then we are talking about Dogecoin here. Our Dogecoin, the dog e-coin or doji or dojo, whatever you're going to call it. We are still stuck in this candle, which all of this concludes in this long candle. We are stuck in a mother bar, and it's not going anywhere. So I'm not going to touch it. That will be it for today. The whole sector of real estate was green today, mostly because of the big ones, but the rest of the sector was all red. Yeah, so sector overview. All right, so you have a good one, and you can see here the only one that was green is this one. We closed all of the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq red. All right, you have a good one. Tomorrow, take care, guys. Tomorrow, if you want to subscribe, we'll talk. You can see when I go live again, and if not, I will be here tomorrow anyway. Take care.